welcome you all to the valedictory function of Sameeksha 2021, a guest lecture series organized by the Department of Kriya Sharira and the Department of Samhita and Siddhanta JSS AMC about the exam orientation program. I'd like to quote a quotation from Sushruta Samhita, which says, Tadvidyebhya eva vyakhyanam anushrutavyam, which means it's always better to get the lectures from the expertise of that particular subject. So we had organized guest lectures from various faculties of Ayurveda like Shalyatantra, Dravyaguna, Panchakarma, etc. to share their expertise on Ashtangas of Ayurveda. Today, we have come to the end of this guest lecture series and we are about to involve in the valedictory function. Without invocation, any function will not be fruitful. So here I call upon Sumedha Bhatt to invoke the blessings of the God Almighty.
ವಿಘ್ನೇಶ್ವರ ನಿನಗೆ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಪ್ರಣಾಮ ಸ್ಮರಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ದಿವ್ಯನಾಮ ವಿಘ್ನೇಶ್ವರ ನಿನಗೆ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಪ್ರಣಾಮ ಸ್ಮರಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ದಿವ್ಯನಾಮ ವಿಘ್ನ ವಿನಾಶಕ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ನೀಡೋ ಶ್ರೀ ವರದಾಯಕ ವಿಘ್ನ ವಿನಾಶಕ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ನೀಡೋ ಶ್ರೀ ವರದಾಯಕ ಚರಣ ಕಮಲ ನಿನ್ನ ಪೂಜಿಪೆಯನು ದಿನ ಪಾವನಗೊಳಿಸೋ ಈ ಶಾಂತಿಧಾಮ ಪಾವನಗೊಳಿಸೋ ಈ ಶಾಂತಿಧಾಮ ವಿಘ್ನೇಶ್ವರ ನಿನಗೆ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಪ್ರಣಾಮ ಸ್ಮರಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ದಿವ್ಯನಾಮ.
Thank you, Sumedha. Now, Thank you, Sumedha. Now, I call upon Dr. Hrishikesh OK to welcome the gathering.
My humble pranams in the lotus feet of Sri Shivaratri Deshigendra Mahaswami. Good afternoon to one and all, respected dignitaries and my dear students. It is my privilege to welcome you all to the valedictory function of Sameeksha 2021, exam-oriented national webinar jointly organized by Department of Kriya Sharira and Ayurveda Samhita and Siddhanta, JSS Ayurveda Medical College, Mysore. First of all, let me thank the Almighty and Suttur Guru Parambara for the successful completion of this program. With the utmost respect, I welcome Dr. Rekhu, Joint Advisor Ayurveda, Ayush Mission Division, Ministry of Ayush. We are honored to have you as our chief guest, sir. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. I am happy to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Chandrasekhar Vengarwat, Professor, Department of Kriya Sharira, SRM, Government Ayurveda College, Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh. Welcome you, sir, to Sameeksha 2021. All our endeavors are supported by JSS Mahavidyapida. Let me thank our patron, Dr. C.G. Vedsu Madsar, Executive Secretary, JSS Mahavidyapida, and welcoming you, sir, to the valedictory function of Sameeksha 2021. I am delighted to welcome you, sir. Now, our backbone and strength of our institution, sir, to Sameeksha 2021. Welcome you, sir. Last but not least, I welcome all my beloved students to this program and request them to utilize the gained knowledge from this Sameeksha 2021 in the coming university exam to gain good marks as well as in the clinical practice in future. By welcoming you all wholeheartedly, I am thanking you all and welcoming you all to this program. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rishikesh. I welcome you on behalf of our faculty. Now, it's time to recall the memories of the 9-day long lecture series. Now, I request Dr. Savita Hiremat, HOD, Department of Kriya Sharira, to present the report of Sameeksha 2020-21.
Om Shivaratri Namaha. Good afternoon, everyone. I, Dr. Savita Hiremat, HOD, Department of Kriya Sharira, will be happy and proud to read the report of the National Webinar on Exam Orientation Program Series, Kriya Sameeksha and Ashtanga Hrudaya Sameeksha 2021, organized by Kriya Sharira Department and Samhita Siddhanta Department of JSS AMC, Mysore. On 4th January, Dr. Veena P. Raghunathan, Assistant Professor, Department of Samhita Siddhanta, Shantagiri Ayurveda Medical College, Palakkad, spoke about Swastha Rakshana aspects of Ashtanga Hrudaya. Dr. Varuni S.J., Associate Professor, Department of Kriya Sharira, SSCASRH, Bangalore, spoke on the physiological aspects of cardiovascular system and respiratory system. On 5th January, Dr. Ragesh C., Associate Professor, Department of Kriya Sharira, PNN Ayurveda Medical College, Thrissur, delivered a lecture on the physiology of GIT. And Dr. Vasudev Chate, Associate Professor, Department of Samhita Siddhanta, GAMC Mysuru, shared his views on the concepts of Ahara according to Ashtanga Hrudaya. On 6th January, Dr. Shilpa Prakash Rao Yerme, Professor and Head, Department of Kriya Sharira, SGR Ayurveda College, Solapur, gave a lecture on Dhatu, Upadhatu and Mala. And Dr. Shashiraka HK, on the same day, she gave Professor and Head, Department of Samhita Siddhanta, BHU Varanasi, on the concepts of dosha according to Ashtanga Hrudaya. On 7 January, Dr. Patil CR, Professor and Head, Department of Kriya Sharira, Sri Anna Saheb Dange, Ayurveda Medical College, Sangli, aired his views on the Dhatu Sara. And Dr. Shrikant PH, Professor and Head, Department of Samhita and Siddhanta, on the concepts of Shalakya Tantra in Ashtanga Hrudaya. On January 8, Dr. Jai B., Assistant Professor, Department of Kriya Sharira, GAMC Bangalore, delivered a lecture on endocrinology. On 9th January, Dr. Shashireka SD, Associate Professor, SKS Ayurveda Medical College, Bengaluru, spoke on the concepts of Agni and Aharapaka. On the same day, Dr. Vinay Pawar, Associate Professor, Department of Samhita Siddhanta, D.Y. Patil, School of Ayurveda, Mumbai, spoke on the concepts of Panchakarma according to Ashtanga Hrudaya. On 7 January, Dr. Nagaraj Kamath, Associate Professor, Department of Kriya Sharira, SDM College of Ayurveda, Hassan, presented his views on the concepts of dosha. And Dr. Ranjani Deshpande, Consultant, Ayurveda Surgeon, Sri Tulasi Ayurvedalaya, Bengaluru, spoke on the concept. On 13 January, Dr. Mahesh, Professor, Department of Dravya Guna, SSCASRH, Bengaluru, delivered a lecture on the Dravya Guna concepts explained in Ashtanga Hrudaya. This is a brief report of the 7 days program. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Savita Hiremat, for briefing the Sameeksha 2021. Now, I request Dr. Deepa Patil, Dean, to introduce today's chief guest.
Om Shri Dhanvantaraya Namaha. It's my proud privilege to introduce today's chief guest, who is a man of multitask. Shri Dr. A. Raghu, Joint Advisor, Ayurveda, Minister of Ayush, Government of India. Sir has qualified his BAMS from the University of Calicut, MD from the University of Kerala, and Diploma in Yoga and Naturopathy from the recognized CCRYN. Sir has started his career from the management trainer in a Warrior Herbal Product Private Limited Institute, and he started his teaching for international students of Ayurveda, Government Ayurveda University, Jamnagar. Sir started his lecture from Alva's Ayurveda Medical College, Mudbidre, and he continued his teaching in the postgraduate training in the Department of Basic Principle of Institute of Postgraduate Teaching and Research Unit in IGPTRA. Sir has worked as a deputy advisor, assistant advisor, and research officer in the Department of Ayush, Government of India. And Sir is currently working as joint advisor Ayurveda in the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Sir has responsibilities in his career. He has participated as a temporary advisor in 3rd WHO International Inter-Regional Training Workshop during the year 2014. And Sir has been awarded as Vagvata Puraskaram by Swadeshi Science Movement in 1999 for the best paper presentation. Sir has won gold medal from the Gujarat Ayurveda University for the best paper presentation, and Sir is a member of editor board and technical contributor for many publications. Sir has presented more than 40 papers in various seminars and workshops in both national and international levels. Sir currently is assigned a task which include National Ayush Mission, that is Ayush Health and Wellness Center in nutritional related matters and COVID-19. We are very happy to have you as a guest, sir. We are proudly to hear from you, sir.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for that nice introduction. Is it audible to all of you? Is it audible? Hello.
Raghuji, namaste.
Namaste. It is audible?
It's audible.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So today, JSS Ayurveda Medical College is entering into the valedictory function of Sameeksha 2021, which is a guest lecture series for the benefit of the students, not only from the College of JSS, but all over India. So during this guest lecture series, what I understand that particularly in the context of Kriya Sharira and Ashtanga Hrudaya, that is basic principles, Kriya Sameeksha and Ashtanga Hrudaya Sameeksha. These are the two series of lecture series has been already been done during these years. So I am sure that this series, web series, will be benefited to all of the students who participated in this program. And as we all know that this global pandemic has given us a lot of challenges, actually. Challenges in terms of healthcare, challenges in terms of social and economic challenges. As far as Ayush systems are concerned, actually, we have created certain opportunities to showcase our strength. How Ayurveda so far, not only Ayurveda, even Ayush systems so far considered to be useful or whatever the public perception about the Ayush systems like that, whether it was useful in the context of non-communicable diseases. Now we have demonstrated that we can also enter into the realm of communicable diseases, and appropriate treatment modalities, appropriate preventive healthcare can also be provided to our large community, and that was well accepted, not only in India, but all over the globe. So in this context, I think our education system also should reciprocate with in order to make these challenges to handle by our younger professionals. A lot of hand holding, lot of training programs, lot of teachings are required actually. Our academic curriculum per se is actually trying to do that. I know about that. But even then, beyond the academic curriculum, beyond the examination, beyond the question papers, our education system should come forward to carve a very energetic, enthusiastic younger professionals, so that our future of Ayurveda are totally safe in the hands of our younger generation. In that context, I think this webinar series will be really helpful. I was participating in many such webinars in the previous also from various states also. So I understand that now the domain has completely changed from a monotonous talking of a preceptor or what you call the teacher. It has been now came into a forum of interactive learning. So this online platform has given us a beautiful avenues for capturing these opportunities. So in that context, I think what ideally Vagbada, because you have talked about the Vagbada, Ashtanga, Hrudaya, and Kriya Sharira. So Adhidi, Bodha, Ajarana, and Prajarana. These four factors which always guide in development of the Ayurveda as a science, that will be more strengthened by such kind of webinars. Friends, I told you that COVID-19 has given us a great opportunity for the entire world to demonstrate the wisdom of the traditional medicine, in that we have definitely, with the support from the government, captured that space in the beginning itself from the March, April, by incorporating the guidelines for boosting the immunity. And very well, the concept of this Bala, the concept of the Valedictory, as indicated, as explained in the Ayurveda, has clearly helped us to develop appropriate interventions where our public has been appropriately supported, and the response given by the common public for these kind of Ayush interventions are enormous. So with these kind of interventions, we have to continue our momentum, for which our academic educational institution should come forward. Apart from that, it is not like what you call a verbal kind of guidelines. Rather, very clearly envisaged research studies are also being undertaken in the context of the COVID-19. 105 research studies in the prophylactic form, even in the clinical interventions, even in the preclinical trials, it is still going on, and some of them are immediately coming for the publications in the peer-reviewed international journals. So that itself shows that we are not going very in a rigid manner. Even the fine scientific principles are incorporated in all our endeavors in conducting the studies of the COVID-19. Similarly, another point that I would like to mention here, as far as whenever the government speaks about that, how to integrate with educational institutions into the public health delivery system. In that context, there's a fine example that we are going to demonstrate is the Ayush Health and Wellness Center under Ayushman Bharat. So there is enough space for all of the educational institutions in the country, where particularly the Swasthavrita department, this Kaya Chikitsa department, Prasudi Striroga department can effectively come and coordinate with the public health program and community mobilization, and even to the preventive and promotive healthcare, how it can be adopted to the community, so that many of the tertiary care services may not be actually required, or required to only to the very specific cases. So that kind of massive way awareness, massive way interventions are required, for which there is a need of assimilating the strength of Ayush educational institutions. So this is the task that we have been given to implement in the field, in which there will be assessment of the Prakriti, where the Kriya Sharira department can support us actually, because we have already developed the inventories for the assessment of the Prakriti at a community level, small inventory as well as the very larger physician-centered inventory also. So with these, our students, particularly the internees or even the postgraduate students, can go to the community and take the whatever the records from the public, and that will help in the decision making of the physician to understand the disease, to know the prognosis, and even to decide the interventions. So such kind of interventions are required. Similarly, many of the public health programs are also, we are envisaging, which so far not done through our systems. So in all such programs, educational institutions should have a place, so that at least our students, our postgraduate students and our teachers should be able to clearly have a very specific role in the public health programs of the national healthcare system, and also that will be enriching to our medical science. That is one thing I want to mention. Similarly, various training programs actually instituted by the ministry under continuous medical education program, reorientation training programs. Such training programs are already being conducted with identified institutions. So that will be continued throughout this years, and even the next plan period also. I hope this will be continued. So with these, Ayush educational institutions are now came into a level that 10 years back or 20 years back, you cannot imagine that Ayush institution, nobody wants to, even though only very few people wants to take as a choice by these courses. There are graduate courses like BAMS, BHMS, like that, undergraduate courses. But now when you see the progressively, year by year, more and more students who are acquiring good marks at the NEET entrance examination are coming to such Ayurveda education institutions. So that itself show a bright future for our traditional medical systems. No doubt, with this, after the COVID-19 pandemic, I think more attention has given for the studies of Ayurveda also. And only my concern will be the quality aspect of Ayurveda education should be preserved, because when you speak about there is about the system pedagogy, there is a dilemma in terms of that how to interpret the principles in a manner which is akin to the scientific wisdom. So there we have to understand that the plane of reference, as indicated in Ashtanga Hrudaya, Ashtanga Sangraha, whether it is Charaka Samhita or Susruta Samhita, are very specific. So into that specificities, we cannot confuse the principles with from here and there actually. So there should be a linearity of principles that is required to be taught to the students by the teachers. So, and that should be able to demonstrate in the field when you select the patients, when you understand the disease process, when you understand the interventions, when you intervene with the specific treatments and modalities. So on that aspect, actually, there is a great responsibility of our teachers, and the teachers should continuously try to read and try to have more and more knowledges from parallel sciences only to interpret the principles of Ayurveda in a more vivid manner, only in the context of, but the context setting, the plot should be always in Ayurveda, not in modern medicine. So these are some of the thoughts that I would like to share with you, all of you. And in fact, this is a very pleasant moment for me, because even though in my biodata it has not been mentioned, but for a short stint of my career, I was also a lecturer in JSS Ayurveda College for approximately 3 months, where Dr. Sarbeshkar was my colleague. And many of your teachers are also known to me. So I am very happy to know that JSS is now actively participating or conducting such webinar series. So I hope that this should not be restricted to only on the examination point of view. Rather, it should have all the clinical wisdom has to be brought out to the entire student community, not only from the JSS, but from other parts of the country where students have limited resources, limited avenues for acquiring the knowledge. So I congratulate this management and JSS Ayurveda Medical College, and also this JSS management, particularly Dr. C.G. Betsurmat, Executive Secretary of JSS Mahavidyapeeth, Sri Mukesh R, Director of Medical Education, JSS MVP, then Dr. Rajesh A. Udupudi, Dean, JSS Ayurveda Medical College, and all other, particularly these teaching departments like Basic Principles and Kriya Sharira, those who have to accomplish this task of conducting this webinar, so that students will be benefited not only for the examination, for their further practical orientation towards this clinical profession also. They will be beneficial. With these words, I congratulate all of you and thank you one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Raghu A, sir. We are very much honored to know that you were a part of a JSS family. Thank you very much, sir. Now,
Thank you, Dr.
Now I request Dr. Christy Jose Cherian to introduce the guest of honor.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor and privilege to introduce today's guest of honor, Dr. Chandrasekhar Bangarwar, sir. Sir completed his BMS in 1986 from Nagpur University and finished his MD in Kriya Sharira from Tilak Ayurveda College, Pune. Sir is having 30 years of teaching experience in Kriya Sharira. Under his guidance, 11 students completed their MD. Sir worked as a principal in Yashwantrao Chauhan Ayurveda College, Aurangabad, Maharashtra, and also in Prakash Ayurveda College and Research Center, UP. Sir worked as a member in Board of Studies and Board of Examination in Maharashtra University of Health Science. Currently, Sir is working as a professor in Department of Kriya Sharira in SRM Government Ayurveda College, Berli, UP. Sir presented 15 research papers in various national and international seminars and also published 18 research articles in various research journals. Sir participated in 13 seminar sections as chairperson, and currently Sir is very actively organizing seminars, health camps, conferences and dramas for common people to impart Ayurvedic knowledge. Once again, I welcome you, sir, for the valedictory section of Sameeksha 2021.
Please take over. Sir, please take over. Please take.
Sir, over to you.
Now, I request Dr. Chandrasekhar Bangarwar, sir, to address the gathering.
Am I audible? Am I audible? Let me know whether I am audible or not.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible. Thank you. You're
I'm
welcome.
visible. Whether I'm visible?
No, sir, you are not visible, sir.
I'm sure now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. नमामि धन्वन्तरिमादिदेवो सुरासुर ईश्वरपादपद्मम् लोके जरारुभयमृत्युनाशनं दातारमीशं विविधौषधीनाम्. With the praise to the god of Ayurveda, Dhanvantari, I will start to share my views. Honorable members present in this house meeting, or the dignitaries from JSS Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital, Mysuru, Honorable Dr. Raghu A. Sir, who is Joint Advisor Ayurveda, Ayush Ministry Division, Ministry of Ayush, Dr. C.G. Deshmukh Sir, Mr. Mahesh R. Sir, Sarveshwarkar Sir, Honorable Principal Sir, Rajesh Udupudi Sir, our Dean, Savita Hirimet Madam, Dr. Rishikesh Sir, and Dr. Christine. First of all, I will congratulate to the organizer for wonderful organization of exam-oriented program of these subjects, Kriya Sharir and Ashtanga Hrudaya also. We are familiar about the academic curriculum, implementation of the academic curriculum to teach the students, and students learn. Teaching learning process is most important in the education. Now, after completion of the curriculum, students have to face the examination. The examination is the best method for assessing the student, and our aim is to assess the student. Student get marks, he get pass, and he get admission in the next class. So the success of the student is definitely important. And when you appear for the examination, you have to use different kind of a skill. For examination purpose, different skill is required. And I'm sure whatever the academic project was there, implemented by our organization, you have learned that skill to presentation. In the written theory paper, how you write down the answer, you need a presentation skill. When you appear for the practical, how you present yourself in the oral examination, that skill is also an important skill. Both of the skill I'm sure you have learned. And as the examination is important, this program was also important. We used to study in 1 year subject of Kriya Sharir, subject of Ashtanga Hrudaya also. This Sharir is basically a gateway to get enter in the Chikitsa Shastra like Ayurveda. Though Sharirasya Adhikritam Tantram Shariram, Sharir is a science we learn. This is a gate from where we enter into the area of a Chikitsa. Now Kriya Pratipadakam Shariram, Kriya Shariram indirectly means Kriya Sharir deals with the functions of the body. This subject is too much important, and time to time there are some references. I will take an example of only one reference. Sharira Vichaya Sharirokkarartha Mishyate Jnatva Hi Sharira Tattvam Sharirokar Kareshu Bhaveshu Jnanam Utpadyate Tasmas Sharira Vichayanti Vichayam Prasansati Kushala. At the end, Charka says, expertise appreciate the thorough and in-depth knowledge of the human body. Thorough and in-depth knowledge of the rachana, that is structure, as well as the kriya, that is function, that we have done in a whole year. And now we have come across how to get past the examination, what skill is needed there. Kriya Sharir is a basic subject. We should remember that Ayurveda is a Chikitsa Shastra. It is a medical science. Medical science deals with the patients. Patient has some disease. Patient has some causative factors. Patient has some symptoms, clinical features, and we have to treat the patient, that is treatment. These three things are important. That's why Charka says, Hetu Linga Aushadha Jnanam Sasthatura Parayatana. On these three, Hetu, Linga and Aushad are the main stump of this Chikitsa Shastra. Whenever you learn a Chikitsa Shastra, its basic subject is also important, that is structure and a function. Because if you understand Kriya Sharir, then and only then you will be able to understand Rog Nidana. And if you know the Rog Nidan, you find out the diagnosis, then you will be able to make a proper treatment of the patient. That is Kai Chikitsa. That's why the Kriya Sharir is important. Here Kriya Sharir works. When you are studying a Chikitsa Shastra, one of the important basic subjects is a Kriya Sharir. When you deal with the patient, you have to go for the Rogi Pariksha, Roga Pariksha. Bhagavata says, Darshan, Sparshan and Prashna. These three are the tools of the Rogi Pariksha. You will go for Rogi Pariksha, Darshan, Sparshan and Prashna. But you should not forget structure and functions. So again, Sharir is important. Then you go for the different methodological examinations. Ashtavida Pariksha, Ashtav Pariksha. Yoga Ratnakara says, Sananyashtav Pariksha. There are the 8 places. Rogakranta Sharirasya. Those who are patient, you should check these 8 places. Nadi, Mada, Mutra, Jivva, Shabda, Sparsha, Durga, Kriti. Basically, when you examine these things in the patient, before that, in the first year, Kriya Sharir, you learn all these things in a normal individual. Sastha Purusha Pariksha. Here the Kriya work. Here the memories of your study of Kriya Sharir will take you towards the Rog Nidan. During Rog Nidan, when you deal with the patient, you have to come to the appropriate diagnosis. If your diagnosis becomes wrong, there is no chance that patient will get upasaya, that is cure of the patient. So, for proper diagnosis, proper Vedivinishya, you have to understand the Samprapti. To understand the Samprapti, again, those are Tumal, these things are important. Those are Tumala Mulami Sharira. We learn different aspects, different structure, different functions from the different angles, Kriya Sharir, and then we come to know its proper functions. You see, because doshas are the primary responsible for the disease, Vedi. With the other doshas, Vata Pitta Kapha, plus Manas doshas, whether they are in Samyavastha or Vaishamyavastha, whether they are in Kshaya or Vriddhi Avastha, what are the clinical features of the Kshaya and Vriddhi? You learn it in the subject Kriya Sharir. If there is Vriddhi or Kshaya, then whether it is Dravyata Vriddhi, whether it is Gunata Vriddhi, or whether it is Karmata Vriddhi, you have to make the assessment that you learn only in the subject of Kriya Sharir. Here Kriya Sharir works. Here your examination of the Kriya Sharir occurs. You have to find out the stan, location. You have to search the gun properties. Dhatu and Mala, Samyavastha, Vaishamyavastha. You learn in the subject Kriya Sharir. So, any doctor do not have permission to forget Kriya Sharir. Kriya Sharir is first basic subject, then Rog Nidan, then Kai Chikitsa. When the ground floor collapses, there is no use of the first floor and second floor. They will also automatically get collapsed. For this purpose, your base should be very much strong. If your base is strong, then you will be able to understand the Rog Nidan and Kai Chikitsa. Vagbata says, whenever you treat the patient, think about the many things about the patient. Desham, Disham, Balam, Kalam, Analam, Prakritim, Vaya, Sattva, Satya, Tatha, Ahara, Avastasya, Pratak Vidha. Desh, Dushya. In the very first chapter, when Vagbata describes 7 types of the Dhatu, immediately he mentioned these are the Dushas also. Bal, how is the bal of patient, whether you are going to give him Panchakarma or not? Important. Another means Agni, Samagni, Vishamagni, Mandagni, Tikshnagni, you have to make the assessment. Prakriti, what kind of a Prakriti of a patient has? Why Pariksha? During childhood, the medicine doses will be different. In the old age, you have to think about the Shodhana Karma. Because in the Jirna Vaya, the birth has reduced. There is Daurbalya. How is the mind? Sattva, Vastam Sattva, Madhyam Sattva, Hina Sattva. You have to make assessment. And you learn it in only Kriya Sharir subject, which you do not have permission to forget. Satmya, Ahar. Ahar Shastra we learn. Whether you go for the Langan, you go for the Brahan, Shodhan, Shaman, many types of the treatment modalities are available in the Ayurveda. But while making its application, Kriya Sharir is important. You should be able to understand the Kriya Sharir. Your ground floor should be strong enough to understand the pathological changes occurred inside the body and understand the different treatment modalities to get the patient cure. That is Upasay. If you give Upasay to the patient, then only then patient will turn to you. Otherwise, today, patient will not come back to you. Here, you have learned the examination-oriented subjects of the Kriya Sharir. How to appear for the examination effectively. How to impress the examiner. You will get the mark. Definitely you will enter into the next class. There is no doubt about it. But according to me, your examination starts after completion of your course. Then your examination starts. Remember that patient is your real examiner. If you are able to give him Upasay, that is your correct answer. But there is no cure. Patient is saying, I was better before coming to you. Now I become worse. Anupsay. You are not able to give the cure to the patient. At that time, he fails you. So, important examiner in our clinical practice is a patient. He is most important. I don't say that examination is not important. Definitely you have to give to the next class. And examination is the assessment method. Examiner will assess you. You have done this course. You have done so many things. You acquire skill. You will appear examination effectively and get entered into the second class, definitely second year. And for that purpose, I wish you all the best for the participant of this project. This is just I was willing to share. I am very much thankful to the organizers. Again, Dr. C.G. Bastumat sir, our Executive Secretary, Dr. Mahesh R., Director of Medical Education of our college, Dr. Sarveshwarkar sir, Principal of our college, Rajesh Udatuti sir, Dean of our institute, Dr. Savita madam, Dr. Rishikesh sir, and not last but not least, my most favorite student during postgraduate study, Dr. Christy. I am thankful to the all persons, all the respective persons. I promise you, that my speech is going to stop here. But our communication, our friendship, our discussion will be going on continually hereafter also. Dr. Christie, I wish you all the best. God bless you, beta. And with these words, I conclude my sharing. And again, thank you to the all. Give best wishes to the students. Congratulate to the organizers for wonderful theme of exam-oriented study. Here it was a need of a time. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Chandrasekhar Bangarwar, sir. Thank you very much for making our students understand the importance of basic principles and basic principles of physiology. Thank you very much, sir. Now, we had organized a national level essay competition on the occasion of National Ayurveda Day program. So now I call upon Dr. Rishikesh to brief on the program of National Ayurveda Day and essay competition.
My humble pranams in the lotus feet of Sri Shivratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji. On the occasion of National Ayurveda Day 2020, JSS Ayurveda Medical College conducted national level essay competition on the topic Nityam Hidahar Vihara Sevi Sameekshagari Vishayeshwa Saktaha. October Sevi Jab Bhatya Yoga. So the topic was Substantiate the Yoga with 5th National Ayurveda Day theme 2020 Ayurveda for COVID-19. From different Ayurveda colleges all over India, so many students enthusiastically participated, and the much awaited time came now. I requested our beloved principal sir, Dr. Sarveshwarkar sir, to announce the result. Thank you. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Rishikesh, thank you very much. Namaste to all of you. My pranam on the lotus feet of Param Pujya Shivratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, Sikhetra Sutur. My prayer on the lotus feet of Lord Dhanantori. My prayer on the lotus feet of His Holiness Ravi Shankar Gurudev, Art of Living, Bangalore. Also on the lotus feet of Dharmadhikari of Dharmasthala, Sri Virendra Hegdeji, whose blessings and inspiration made me to reach at this level of my life. Honorable Chief Guest of this program, Dr. A. Raghu, Joint Advisor, Government of India, Minister of Ayush, New Delhi, and once happened to be our colleague at this. Rightly, he has said that he was a very short and sweet period at this institution, which is hosting this program today, JS Ayurvedic Medical College, Mysore. Thank you, Dr. Raghuji, being part of this 25th year celebration, and also sharing your rich experience and vision for Ayurveda among the budding doctors, and so also among all the teaching faculties. Today's guest of honor, the most dynamic and known person of this Ayurvedic field, particularly in the department of Kriya, a luminaries in Kriya, Professor Chandrasekhar sir. Thank you very much, sir, for joining our program today and inspiring our students and staffs at this moment. Our in-house luminaries and guest, Education Secretary, Sri Betsumatji, Honorable Director, Sri R. Mohesji, Honorable Dean of this administration, Professor Rajesh Utpurji, HOD Department of Kriya, Dr. Sabita, Professor Sabita Madam Hiramat, Department in charge HOD of Basic Principal, Dr. Rishikesh, Dr. Mazudan, the Program Coordinator, Professor Deepa, Dr. Christy, Dr. Shruti Ayer, and all other faculties, those are associated for making this program a great success and touching to the budding doctors. And also today's, the most importantly, the knowledge seeker from our college, students of our college and the different colleges of India. I have the privilege to join in this program. You have already heard to our chief guest, Dr. Raghuji, and also the guest of honor, Dr. Chandrasekhar sir. They have outlined regarding the importance of Ayurveda for the community and also the importance of Ayurveda in totality and present era of Ayurveda and its acceptance among these budding doctors. Dr. Raghu has rightly mentioned that 20 years before Ayurveda and today's Ayurveda, there are a lot of changes, lot of shifting in the budding doctor's mind. When I was just 20 years before, if you go back to 20 years before, I was a student in 87. I was taking my BMS career, and 87 and 2021 has got a lot of shift. Students having more than 90% in 10+2 are taking not by the chance, by the choice to build up their career for serving the society in the name of this great science of Indian heritage, that is healing science of Ayurveda, not for the patient alone, for the society in totality, as a part of preventive and curative as well. That all we witness in today's recent era of pandemic, COVID-19. We all know that how this Ayurveda has played an important role, not in Ayurveda in India, but in globally, to transfer the knowledge of Indian heritage to the global need. It may call as turmeric, or it may be ginger, or it may be pepper, it may be ashwagandha, or it may be tulsi. All we know, that was a part of our life, becoming part of our life, and it could be less hazardous than globally percentage of pandemic, COVID pandemic situation, what India could have faced. Because of this timely leadership, the Minister of Ayush, Dr. Raghu and their team, Honorable Secretary Katajaji, Honorable Minister, and they have played an important role pushing this advisory of preventive medicines, bringing down so quickly within 15 days. Honorable PM has addressed to the nation, where you could see the preventive advisory of Ayush and many more. Dr. Raghu, at the outset, behalf of all these Ayurvedic lovers and health seekers, we compliment you wholeheartedly. The what you call the war foot, the mission you have carried out during pandemic COVID-19. I know you would have not slept for a few months, maybe in the first month of the lockdown, you would have not slept. Your ministry would have worked day and night, and that's the outcome. To share to your mission and vision, we have also in the institution level, we have also worked hard. We have worked hard bringing the students academic to their connectivity, inspiring them, connecting them to the online classes. And now, after 8 months, 9 months of long duration of COVID-19 era, finally we are in offline. Today, though we are in online, but students are now in the campus. Dr. Raghuji and Honorable Guest of Honor, Chandrasekhar sir, this is the Kriya and Sameeksha 2021. Kriya and Ashtanga Hrudaya is not the only program we have conducted. We have conducted a series of programs. We are recently completed in Rachana. Also, Dr. Raghuji, I have invited you for the Charak Sameeksha. Just last month, we have invited you as a chief guest. We just missed it out. So we have done also for the Charak Samhita, both part 1 and part 2. And we have done for many other subjects. We have conducted 5 international webinars, Department of Swasthavutta, Department of Panchakarma, Department of Dravana, Department of Rasasastra, Department of Shalya, Department of Salakya. We have conducted since 4 months. JS is continuously proud to have a link between the students and the luminaries across the globe. This online platform has given a beautiful a source for connecting. We know our teachers are the best teachers. Dr. Sabita Hiramat and their team, they are the best teachers in also in the campus to share the knowledge. But being the principal of this institution, our aim is let us not to lose the chances, the opportunities which has been created now, connecting the best. I'll tell you, in the inauguration, Dr. Kishore Patavardhanji, IMS BHU, was giving the keynote address. It's a beautiful panorama of knowledge. From BHU, he has delivered. And across the globe, many students of the different institutions, they got the knowledge of Sarya, Kriya, and thought-provoking. What Sarya Kriya could look into the modern ways of Ayurvedic principles, which is said 3,000 years before. Also, inauguration done by the guest of honor was that day. It was Professor Kiratamurthy. What a talk he has given that day. He just like if you hear that his sharing of the knowledge is just like today's Bhagavata. He was speaking that day. So these are the things what Dr. Raghuji, I want to humble submit to you. So these are the luminaries who are connecting to our students to get inspired. It is not only that exam oriented or scoring the mark. Surely, definitely, they have to succeed in their life. They have to get the good career. That's definitely our aim of that. But we have not exactly we have not limited ourselves to prepare the students for exam orientations. Just to quote you, Dr. Raghu said, in Ashtanga Hrudaya, we have not done this. The entire 30 chapters has not dealt by the Ashtanga basic principles teachers alone. We have a new concept in that. I'll tell you how we have done. Dravyona part of that Ashtanga Hrudaya, we have shared with one of the best person in Dravyona, that is Dr. Mahesh, PG studies at Sri Sri College, Bangalore. He has shared his knowledge. So also for the Salya part of the concept of Ashtanga Hrudaya, it was dealt by a Salya person, Madam Siranjini. So Salaka also been done by the Salaka person of having post-graduations. So what we have done is we have entire Ashtanga Hrudaya was not done by the basic principle people alone. Our aim is let the clinical people to come and fine-tune this Ashtanga Hrudaya and give the best to the students. So that was our aim, and hope it is delivered to the students, the knowledge seekers, and they are the most beneficiary. Coming back to the privileged moment for me, as Dr. Hrishikesh was pointing out and sharing with this March, I have the privilege of announcing the National Ayurveda Day. We have put forward one national level essay competition. It was touched upon by the more than 50 institutions across the India, and the winners are definitely they are waiting for this moment. Behalf of management, yes, Betsur Matji, behalf of Honorable Director, Maheshji, behalf of Dean, behalf of all these faculty members, I congratulate the first winner of this national level essay competition. The place goes to Dr. Chaitra, SDM College, Udupi. Dr. Chaitra, hearty congratulations to you. And you are waiting for this moment. I know I have read your essay by line, word by word. It was very much resourceful. Your 10 pages of this essay writing. I compliment you. I also compliment you to your guide who has guided you, and your principals, always a motivator to reach you at this stage. Dr. Chaitra, once again, behalf of entire Jesus family, behalf of today's chief guest, Dr. A. Raghu, and behalf of today's guest of honor, Chandrasekhar sir, I congratulate wholeheartedly to you. All the best, Dr. Chaitra. The second place, again the same name, Dr. Chaitra, but the different institution. That's Chaitra HN of SDM Hassan, the another center of excellences of SDM group. Dr. Chaitra HN, I congratulate you behalf of our management, behalf of students, behalf of department, and behalf of today's chief guest and guest of honor. All the best, Dr. Chaitra HN. I also compliment your principal and your guide who has guided you behind the scene to reach to this and back this second prize of this national level essay competition. Also, I have privilege of announcing the third place, Dr. Harshita R. Dr. Harshita R. None other than the JSS Ayurveda Medical College, Mysore. We are proud of you, Harshita Harshita R. On behalf of entire faculties, teaching and non-teaching, behalf of the management, I congratulate wholeheartedly to you, and I am also proud that I am leading this institution where you are pursuing your education. Dr. Harshita R. JSS Ayurveda Medical College, Mysore. And we have a consolation prize, that is Aishwarya Ashokan. She is Ashtanga Ayurveda Chikshalayam and Vidyapitam, Kerala. Miss Aishwarya Ashokan, congratulations to you and compliment to your guide and your principal who has guided you to achieve this success. All the best. I take the opportunity to compliment all these the essay writing, those have been participated in this essay writing competition. You are going to get your certificates of participations, and I also request you, I invite you, I urge all of you that in coming days, if any academic activities are going to be lined up, you are always welcome, and please participate in all these programs. Also, I want to share all of them with you. We are in the 25th year. We are going to start our Silver Jubilee celebration, Rajatoshava. Lot of academic activities are on the lineup, and through this channel, through this online, I urge you, all of you, dear students of different colleges, please participate and motivate yourself and motivate to the great cause of science and to the service to the humanity as well. Not the least, that it's a 9 days knowledge feast. I congratulate wholeheartedly Dr. Sabita Hiramat and their team, Department of Sarah Kriya, Dr. Hrishikesh and their team, Department of Basic Principles, leading from the front, making this program a grand success. We are always with you, doctors and the faculties, myself and Dean, and my director with direction, noble direction and inspiration from ES Betsurmarji. We are always with you. Any such programs you are going to bring, it's a great pride to us. And in the last, I wholeheartedly thank you, extend my gratitude and my heartfelt thanks to Dr. A. Raghu, chief guest of this program, being having a lot of responsibility in the Ministry of Ayush, leading from the front, Ayurvedic mission. Always is a busy man, I know, and he is the most sincere person. If anybody is going to speak about Ashtanga Hrudaya, it's Dr. Raghu name comes fast. So we are fortunate to you have, sir, here, Dr. Raghu. And it is your institution also, as you mentioned that 3 or 4 months you are here. That is your golden touch to the Jssamc Ayurvedic Medical College, Mysore. Having you in this program, I thought that all the students are fortunate to get your inspirational chief guest, what do you call as motivational talk. Also, I thanks Dr. Professor Chandrasekharji. So nicely, your presence made a difference, sir. So nicely you have pointed that Sara Kriya is the best for Chikisha. It's always your word as wisdom. Thank you very much. You are called as, for in my word, you are called as Apta. With this, I thanks everybody for making this program a grand success. Namaste. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Meghana and Dr. Madhusudanji. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for announcing our winners, sir. I congratulate all the winners. Winners will get your certificates directly to your mail ID. Thank you very much. Next, it's time for the presidential address, for which I call upon our Dean, Dr. Rajesh A. Udapudi, sir, onto the dais.
Om Shri Shivratri Sharanama. Namaste to all. As you know, from the Department of Sharira Kriya and Ashtanga Hrudaya, the week knowledge festival was organized, and today is the last day. And in this program, stalwarts of the department from Pan India, we called them to guide our students who are going for exam. This is not the program only to score the marks in the exam. This is a program to have the additional knowledge from the specialist in the department to their mind added knowledge. So here, department faculty has planned in such a way that there should not be any skip of any minor subject. Concept of Shalya, Shalakya, basics, Dosha, Dhatu, Mala, all these I have covered from all Srotas, Annava, Pranava, many systems have covered. So, the why we planned, because from last 8-9 months, online classes were going on. I hope every college, including my college, completed this syllabus. They are waiting for the exams, because 8-9 months of the virtual mode classes, how it is going to result best in the exams. So we thought, anyhow, students are adjusted to the virtual mode. Why not we should have the another workshop, how to face, how to write, what are the points should be covered while writing the exams. So, in the first year, from last few days, we have conducted Rachana, Avadhana, even Padartha Vijnana, Samskrita, and now this time Ashtanga Hrudaya and Kriya. Because first year students are facing bit confusion as compared to second year and other divisions because they have entered from the PUC with something new thought and how to face here. The question paper type is totally different here. So how to face 10 marks, 5 marks, 3 marks question, where they should add the shloka, how to write, how much explanation is necessary. So these are the two subjects which are basically needed throughout their life. Ashtanga, definitely, that is. So we had morning and evening session of the Ashtanga, Hrudaya, as well as Kriya, and the name given is Sameeksha 2021. So I hope the participant from other college, they have gained the knowledge and they are going to utilize the knowledge in the form of scoring more marks in the subjects. And I thank all the colleges who have supported positively to join their students for this program. JSSR is such an institute where we are having name for the standard education. So whoever passing out through the JSSR, he should stand on his own feet in the field of the practice, academics, and even in the research also. So we are cultivating such a qualities in our students that he should build his career positively with a proud that he is a alumni of JSS. So in this regard, we have organized this. And I thank all the management, people, faculty members, students to engaging this event. With this word, in forthcoming days also, we are planning to have the second year, third year workshops, even final year for that. We expect same positive response from the everyone. With these words, I conclude.
Thank you, Dr. Rajesh Udapudi, sir. Now, I request Ms. Shruti Iyer to render vote of thanks.
किमत्र बहुनोक्तेन शास्त्रकोटिशतेन च दुर्लभा चित्तविश्रान्ति विना गुरुकृपापरम्. Pranam to the lotus feet of Sri Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji. It is my immense pleasure to render vote of thanks in the valedictory function of Kriya Sameeksha and Ashtanga Sameeksha 2021. The program was the crown gem in the exam orientation series, which started with the Sanskrit exam orientation program in November 2020. The chariot of knowledge has reached the highest point with the Kriya Sameeksha and Ashtanga Sameeksha 2021. Program was the vital part on the verge of final first BMS exams. I thank all the dignitaries who tutored our students throughout the series. They shared their knowledge and made the difficult task easy for students. They presented their lifetime experiences in the field, which helped to understand the applied version of the Shastra. I thank heartily to all the eminent scholars from all over the India who guided our students. Prerakah सूचकश्चैव वाचको दर्शकस्तथा शिक्षको बोधकश्चैव षडेते गुरवः स्मृतः. All the dignitaries helped our students in inspiration, in understanding the applied side of knowledge and theoretical knowledge. In all the aspects, all the lectures were useful for our students. Thank you, all the dignitaries.
I would like to thank our today's chief guest, Dr. A. Raghu, Joint Advisor, Ayurveda Ayush Mission Division, Ministry of Ayush, for his valuable address. Sir, we will surely organize programs in future which can improve clinical wisdom. Thank you, sir. I thank today's guest of honor, Dr. Chandrasekhar Bangarwal, sir, MD, Ayu, Professor, Department of Kriya Sharir, SRM Government Ayurvedic College, Bareilly, UP, for his inspirational words. I take the opportunity to thank our patron, Dr. C.G. Besturmat, sir, Executive Secretary, our co-patron, Shri Mahesh R., Director, Medical Education, JSS MVP. They made the platform available to us. I thank our beloved principal, sir, Dr. Sarbeshwar Kar, for inspiring us. He stood behind us, gave us the strength throughout the series. Without your guidance, sir, the program was impossible. I thank our Dean Academics, Dr. Rajesh A. Udupudi, sir, who supported us from the start to end. I thank our organizing secretaries, Dr. Savita Hiremat, HOD, Department of Kriya Sharir, and Dr. Rishikesh, HOD, Department of Samhita and Siddhanta, who worked very hard to carry out the program successfully. I thank Dr. Deepa Patil, HOD, Kaya Chikitsa Department, Dr. Christy, Assistant Professor, Department of Kriya Sharir, and Dr. Meghana, Assistant Professor, Department of Kriya Sharir, who helped in all aspects in the series. I especially thank Dr. Madhusudan, Department of Roganidana, for this technical support. Without him, our program was really impossible to broadcast. And only because of him, we could reach to you all. Thank you, Dr. Madhusudan. I would like to thank our Assistant Administration Officer, Mr. Vikas Nandi, and other office and helping staff who efforted in the accomplishment of the program. All the esteemed dignitaries and faculty members who blessed us by their presence in today's valedictory function, I'm very much grateful to you all. Last but not least, our students whose active and enthusiastic participation made this whole series a great success. Our students, I thank you. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Shrutima. Thank you, one and all.